Hey everybody, this video is going to be probably, have about 10 minutes, so it's instructional, hopefully in nature, and afterwards I'm hoping to make a video to say hi to my friends I haven't seen in years that I would love to get together with. Maybe we can plan a girls' day this summer, some of you. I'd really like to see you all, but this video is about something I was diagnosed with, and it took me really good 4 solid years of seeing this diagnosis, laughed at, scoffed at, told I was stressed, told that it was in my head. But I have official information now, and I talked about it on another video that's not attached to this one. But what I have is something called dermatomyositis, and I wanted to get some information out there because it's a rare autoimmune disease, and not enough information is out there because I research everything. I worked in law offices. I know how to research, and I found this time and again. Time and again I was told that I was wrong, and I found 2 good doctors that have now looked at my old lab, and I would encourage anyone who is experiencing any form of autoimmune disorders, they don't feel well and they don't feel like they're being listened to. You may be told you're crazy, or that you're a woman, or that you're stressed, and they kind of poo-poo, as my friend said he would say in New Jersey, they poo-poo you and your ideas. And I would encourage you to go with that instinct because for me, I've had this now at least 4 years, probably more, and so it's progressed, and I'm really, really thankful to find 2 doctors that have figured out officially what my diagnosis is. However, it's progressed, so I've had really 2 full years of progression and no healing, no remission, no chance for remission. At that point, and in moving forward, I do plan on getting better, and I'm confident in that. Whatever God's will is for me, He will take care of my family, but I do really feel confident. I'm a little tired right now. I tried today to really be energetic. After my visit at the hospital, I had a scan of my kidneys, and one of them is very swollen, and I have a problem with it, and then I had to get blood taken, and I made another video on another YouTube channel that I have to show my arm then, but I want to show you now because when you get blood taken, make sure that you're advocating for yourself. I do advocate. I am constantly talking and constantly pointing out that I know my body, and again, I was not listened to today. So I was literally stabbed twice, and the 3rd needle wasn't as bad, but they finally listened to me. But and I don't know if you'll see this, but let's see how to do this. Because I don't know if I can do this YouTube stuff. Let's see. I can do it this way. See, that's my arm, and that's just one of the sticks, and it hurts. Like I didn't have enough pain, and my arm is very swollen. That's one of the 3 sticks, and it is swollen and has a lump that probably won't ever go away because of the stuff that I have. My body doesn't heal, and I want to encourage those of you who think that you have an autoimmune disease or you have lupus or something, to don't rule out dermatomyositis. I'm still learning how to say it because it does mimic lupus. It can be combined with lupus. It can be combined with fibromyalgia and other autoimmune diseases. I myself have asthma. I am hypothyroid. I have Sjogren's, I have Raynaud's syndrome. I had a procedure in 2007 that wound me up in the hospital a few hours later, and I was diagnosed with bacteremia septicemia, which is poison in my blood, and basically was just about dead. And I survived it for a reason, I believe that. But I've been really ill ever since, and still fighting, and just about gave up. So don't give up. I just want to give you some information because the rash, I get the rash on my face. A lot of people think it's always a lupus rash. My question always was, my rash comes, I wasn't in the sun, and I would get the rash here and here, and I get it on my forehead and my ears, and I also get it here. And I'm here to tell you that they call it a shawl, and they call this rash on your face a heliotrope. It can be a heliotrope eyelid rash or heliotrope rash on the face. And if you need any pictures of that, I have links to these things now. So you can see that you are not alone in this, and that it does, have some similar symptoms to lupus. But I can tell you a little bit about the symptoms. I want to see how much time I have left. I only have a few minutes, and I'll make another video. But this is what dermatomyositis symptoms look like. It's an well, here's what it is. It's an inflammatory disease of muscles and skin, which cause muscle weakness and a very reddish or even purplish rash across the face, chest, fingers, and neck. This weakness usually develops slowly over weeks to months, although rare cases can begin over days. The weakness most commonly affects the muscles of the arms and legs. Patients often notice trouble getting out of chairs or climbing stairs. It does not typically involve the muscles of the eyes, heart, or breathing muscles. However, the muscles involved in swallowing can become weak as well. Muscle pain may also be a prominent symptom, since dermatomyositis is associated with inflammation in the muscles. The rash can look very similar to another number of rash types, and by skin biopsy there is nothing that distinguishes dermatomyositis from a host of other skin rashes. Clinically, the appearance is quite often characteristic to neurologists, rheumatologists, and dermatologists. And with that being said, I would like to say that out of all of these symptoms, for years, I have been having trouble with my lower back, the muscles. No one's been able to give me a proper diagnosis until now. I have had trouble swallowing, which is the reason I wound up going septic. I was seeing a doctor for dysphagia in my esophagus. I've been having trouble with that for about 3.5 years, which has to do with your muscles. So the fingers and the chest, I have the shawl rash, which I get all the time, and the face rash and the ear rash. And I have a very severe back rash. And because of my immune system already being worn, this is not a good thing. I'm going to conclude this and continue